Hmm. Interesting. Soon there should be sound. Aaron, you should start to heal sound here very quickly. I think I just wasn't making any sound. Aaron, start to heal sound very quickly. I have to get my headphones on. I have to get my headphones on. Okay, finally got everything up and everything is rolling, 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 rolling. We're about to get started here soon. As soon as I get my headphones hooked up, just goes. everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, there we go. We're getting there. Broadcast is getting out there, my friends. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to my live broadcast of medium readings. Although some of you I barely know or know just a little bit, most of you I don't. So this is a blind reading. So it will be mostly evidential readings and it will be spirit led. So the universe or spirit or the divine, my guides, will be the one guiding who gets a reading and such like that. Take a look around. There's a lot of people in the room. Be hard to do all these readings in 60 to 90 minutes. Good grief, I'd be out cold.
Hollis?
I'd be knocked out. What's up,
Hollis,
Tracy?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Can you speak a little louder? Because my volume's all the way up and I can barely hear you.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me mess with my audio settings.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, problem. You're good. Let's see if that makes me sound a little bit more. Maybe I'm louder now. My headphones were trying to take a I don't know. Trying to bail out on me today. All right. Oops. Change my microphone instead of my headphones. There we go. Now I should start to be able to hear. Now I think we're getting there. Only thing is hopefully my dog doesn't interrupt too much. I hate to bring him inside. He's happily sitting on the patio, but we're also expecting guests in our Airbnb, so and he will bark at them for sure. So let me just check on him, make sure he has his collar. Try this out. You got the collar on? Good boy. You good? You lay down. Okay. He's such a funny guy. He just absolutely loves to hang out in the sunshine. He is all black. And is for certain what I would call my spirit animal. I think he's been with me before, but in cat form. And he does oddly act like a cat a little bit sometimes, like independent like that. Like he's like, pet me. No, don't pet me right now. Not like that, like a cat. He's kind of a funny guy. He's a great dog though. He's really good. If you try to come up on my property or something, he'll probably chew your neck off or something. So I have to kind of be careful with him. So he has a special collar on that keeps him here instead of chasing after somebody that put their toe over the line or something. He'll also chase bears, and just the other day he was chasing the bear. I seen a little baby bear in my backyard. It was almost white. I don't think Sarah's in here. I'm about to say if Sarah was in here. She's seen it because we were on like phone. And I was like, look, it's a bear. Little bear walking through my yard. It was fun because it was almost blonde. So it's beautiful. I hope you enjoy wildlife. Wildlife speaks to me. I also seen a fox yesterday. Stood in front of my car while I was sitting in the road. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna just gonna sit here and wait for you. And and they did. And so I like to had to turn off all the sounds. We don't need to hear a ding dong every time somebody comes in and out, do we? Not really. Yeah. So you should pay attention to what animals show up in your world. If you watch my podcast, Rainbow Soul, my friend Lacrosse, he's he's a trans man that I do a show with. He's a really awesome dude. And he totally believes that an animal that crosses your path is a spirit in some way, whether it's the spirit of the animal or a spirit that's trying to talk to you or something like that, that they're trying to speak to you and that you should, pay attention. So foxes are very clever, very smart. They usually represent my son. And funny enough, I was on my way to the market. By the time I got home from the market that evening, guess who called me? My son. So I'll be right back. Important for me to take care of a few things before we get started today. I'm so grateful to see all of you here today. I'm so grateful you're all here. Welcome. There's a lot going on in my world. My world is very busy. I hope your world is full of love and joy and more. We're currently in a growth. I'm currently in a growth pattern. I'm growing my business. Instead of just me, I'm hiring mediums. So if you're a medium and you want to work for somebody, get in contact with me or just check out my link in the group. It's called psychicinsights.life. I'll even put it over in the chat. I want to put my link over there too. Welcome, everybody. Some people I know. I don't know why the chat keeps doing that. Okay. But anyway, so my website, in case you're ever wondering or you want to book a reading or you want to learn more about me, is right there in the chat. My new psychic website where I'm hiring psychics. And the really great thing about this is that if you know me, I'm really high integrity. I'm the one that screens everybody in the group and tries to make sure that they're all in good standing. But sometimes that kind of goes wrong because I'm not managing their business, right? I'm just checking them out. And when they appear to me, they're good. But then something goes awry at some point. And then sometimes some people do inappropriate things. So Spirit kept guiding me in the last few years, like, no, you need to be running your own service like you did in the 90s. And I was like, really? Again? I'm going to do that again? And Spirit was like, yes, you are. And I didn't listen. Anyone else ever resist Spirit? Who else? Come on, you guys. Come on. You hear something in your ear, you don't listen. And one more piece of drama happened. And so I said, okay, that's that. We're done. No more of that. And I'm going to change the way we're doing things in the group. So you're going to be seeing some big shifts if you're a regular in the mediums group. You're going to see some shifts. If you're a regular in our other group, Mystical Connections, make sure you check it out. Mystical Connections. It's like all the other types of psychic readings you can get in there because we'll be doing lives in there with the psychics that I'm hiring. I've already got 2 psychics pretty much set up, and I'm continuing to hire more. I got another one in the works. And so if you're a psychic, if you're a medium, if you're developing, let me know. I do coach, and I will coach you until you are ready to go as a professional. And then I'll set you up with my service if you'd like. And essentially they're working for me as an employee. So what that means is if you go with psychicinsights.life, then what ends up happening there is you can guarantee that you're going to get the same integrity that I give you. Okay. And that I think is priceless. especially these days. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, is there a lot of scammers or what? Scammers, hackers. I had to like pay for this software to guard my website because the hackers kept hacking into my brand new website. Good grief, right? Okay. That kind of thing. So, um, but now we're all good. I got it locked down, paid for a service to hold the shields, if you will. And another way, another level of me protecting is to screen the psychics and have them work for me. And then you can guarantee that even if something goes awry with that reader, I don't know, if they lose their mind one day or they fall off the side of the planet or something, it's okay because my service will give you that reading. Somebody else in the service will give it to you. Okay? And that's what's beautiful about that, because you can guarantee. And you can guarantee that you'll get excellent customer service when you sign up. You'll get the link right away in your email. You'll get your recordings. Okay? All of that will be happening, and we'll be doing live events just like this. Okay? Oh, so welcome. I'm glad you're all here. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And essentially how this works is I'm going to allow spirit to come through me and let me know what spirits need to come through, and I usually bring through messages with them. Sometimes I'm drawn to a particular person, so spirit wants me to follow that because I don't know, they just want me to change it a little bit, the way I do this gallery style. So if you've been in here before, you might notice I start doing it a little differently. I am going to allow whatever spirits to come through. If it matches with somebody you know, please raise your hand. Okay. Please raise your hand. Oops, I was sharing my little picture that whole time. Yeah, so I'll start channeling information about the spirit, and then hopefully they'll match with something. If it doesn't, if let's say I say 2 or 3 things, just go ahead and raise your hand. Sometimes spirits come through like Clarissa, that doesn't matter. Clarissa, Spanish. I can communicate with spirit in any language. Okay. I can communicate with spirits in languages that don't exist on Earth. How about that? Okay. Language has nothing to do with it. Because remember, when spirits move to the other side, they're no longer human. Yeah. I don't know why we sometimes struggle with that concept. Because we're human. And so so remember, they're no longer human. I'm gonna bring through sometimes spirits come through as like clumps. So like I might get 2 or 3 fathers at a time, or I might get 2 or 3 young people at a time, and hopefully they'll match with somebody in here. Hopefully people have come into the room. Sometimes it's a little hard for me if you're watching this live in the group. That's great, but sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with the chat, especially when I'm channeling. It's just hard, and I don't really have a whole lot of help in that regards. Welcome, Tressie. Welcome, Lynette and Kayleen. They're all in the whatchamacallit. Let me just give you a link to the Zoom before we get started here. And so essentially you just raise your hand. I'm happy if you want to give directions to people. I appreciate that. If you're like, hey Hollis, I'm gonna give directions to this person in the chat, please do that. Please do that. Okay. Just let them know. Just say, oh, just raise your hand if it matches or whatever, So even if just 1 or 2 things, and if let's say 2 or 3 people raise their hands and I focus on one person, don't put your hand down unless you don't want a reading. Okay. If you're like, oh, I don't want a reading now. Okay. If you change your mind, put your hand down. Otherwise, keep your hand up, because then I'll just move to you. Okay. Because I'll just focus in on you and figure out what spirit was trying to come through, because they just sometimes come through in clumps. It's kind of hard to explain if you're not a medium, but most of us mediums experience it. Okay. Did I say all the things? Please be kind to each other. Hey, you know what, Lainey? It'll probably work if you just do this for several moments. At some point, it should pick up your gesture. Does that work for everybody? If you're in Zoom, if you just hold your hand like this, will it automatically raise your hand? It's not doing it, is it?
No, they can just go to reactions and click on that, and
Right,
the hand is right there.
right. There it is. Eve raised her hand. But there's also an automatic, there's
Like that.
also, yeah. You just go to reactions and raise your hand. Okay.
Oh, yeah. My hand down.
I can't raise your hand for you, but I can put your hand down for you.
Can you put
Well
my hand
done. No, I can't stop you from clapping.
down?
Uh, okay. So, all right. So everybody put your hands down. So now we figured that out. I forgot to go through that. Sometimes I take my gift with the spirits of technology for granted. Okay. So if I do something that's very techy, you're like, Hollis, how do I do that? There's a reason I'm running the tech service because for the mediums that are working for me, it's really brilliant because they don't have to do the tech, right? I'll do it for them. Okay. And that's kind of the gift of that's the blessed part for the mediums that work for me. They don't have to do any tech, I'll do it. And they're like, whoa, whoa, okay, and I'll do stuff. I'm just gifted, and it's just one of my gifts. Okay, your hand keeps going up and down and up and down. Keep going up there. Are you reaching for the world? Okay, she's reaching for the sky. All right. Let's just put our hands down right now so that we can rest assured that we're starting out clear. I'm going to set my intentions first. I call upon my spirit guides in the here and now. I call upon all the spirit guides that lead me, guide me, and help me do these readings. Thank you to all of them. Thank you to all the guides, all the spirits on the other side that want to help me connect, to the spirits that are awaiting me to connect at this time. Thank you for helping me sort them out and figure out who belongs to who. Thank you for helping the people that are connected to those spirits get in here, because it's harder for me to interact with them in a live broadcast. Of course, people can watch it live if you want, or you can be in the room. Thank you to all my guides for helping people navigate the technology to the best of their ability. Thank you to the guides of technology, to the spirits of technology, AI, and all of the up and coming network gods and goddesses and divine beings that we have created, that we call technology. Please help this go well. Help this be broadcasted in the appropriate way. Help the appropriate people to get connected and see it and know that they can get a reading in this here and now. Thank you to my guides for helping me bring through messages as clear and concise as I can. Help me to see the messages, understand the messages, and help me to connect in this here and now. I honor my body for all it has done for me today. I honor my mental health and my meditation practice and my yoga practice. Thank you for supporting me in all I do. Thank you to my dog for his beautiful support. Okay, so okay. Everybody's going through a really tough time right now, aren't you? A lot of people are going through a real rough moment right now. I think things got rough in the last week or so. It's that Saturn Neptune retrograde. There's probably a very few of us that haven't felt it. So if your perspective all of a sudden changed, that's where it's coming from. Okay. Interesting. Okay. One of the first spirits I have here, at first I thought it was just a woman, but it's actually a couple. They are reunited. They were a couple here on Earth, so it's probably a husband wife, or well, I don't want to gender schmender, okay? But it's two people that were strongly connected for a long time, and they probably died within a reasonable amount of time of each other. They were a special couple because their souls are enwrapped together. I would definitely call them soulmates for sure. They were definitely together for a long time. And it feels like, let's see if I can tap into her energy. She was strong but graceful. Um, so not aggressive or assertive. She was assertive but not aggressive. That's what I mean to say. And she was able to speak her truth most of the time. And her husband was with her. It feels like this is your parents. They've both passed, and you wondered, or you sometimes wonder if they're together on the other side. The answer is yes. Um, let's see. He's strong. And he's pretty
Mute.
he's a pretty good guy, but he didn't say a whole lot. Is there a Zoom user down here? Are you trying to say something? No. Okay. Please raise your hand if this matches. This couple's kind of cute. I think they've been together for quite some time because they're kind of like Tamala, you're raising your hand. They've been together for quite some time. I can't raise your hand for you. Um, but keep your hand up, or I don't know. Do you know how to do it? Click
I
reactions.
do. It worked before when I put my hand up.
Oh, did it? And Zoom user, can you unmute yourself and tell me what's matching?
Yeah, recognize hand gestures.
My bad. I accidentally raised my hand up.
Did you mean to raise your hand? Is this matching?
No, I accidentally did it on accident. My bad. Sorry.
Okay. It's real. They're real people here. They're actually interacting.
Oh, there we go.
There you go,
Ah.
Tamala. Nice job. All right. Thank you, technology gods, for helping Tamala figure that one out.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So hold on just a second. So this sounds like maybe your parents or something?
My
Maybe
grandparents,
grandparents?
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it does sound like them.
They walked a very similar path for a while together for
Yes.
like probably most of their adult life.
Yes.
A good
Yeah.
part of their adult life.
Yeah.
They're showing me like this kind of cute image of the two of them leaning in and kissing each other. It reminds me of those things they put on top of cake.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
On top of the wedding cake.
The
Do they
precious
have something?
moments.
Yeah. It reminds me of like that type of thing. So they're saying they were kind of cute like that when they were younger, but they're not sure you know about that. But you may have known
I
if you
don't
went through
know
their
about
stuff.
that.
Okay.
My mother was a menopause baby, so she was the
Okay.
last kid born to them back in 46. So they were already elderly when I was coming of age, but they were very special to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Give me just one moment. Yeah, what we're gonna do is
Oh yeah.
What was that?
That's what we call a Zoom bomber.
Oh.
Mhm.
How do you monitor that nastiness? So sorry.
I click on the three little dots in the right hand corner and ban them and report them to Zoom. It's pretty stupid. It's child play.
It is.
It's a pretty dumb thing to do. But it feels like your parents, they're your grandparents. Yeah, these are your grandparents. They're very sweet, honestly.
They were. They were very sweet. My grandmother was just like you said. She was quiet,
like assertive,
but assertive also.
Like she would speak her mind.
Yes, she would absolutely speak her mind. She could hear my grandfather opening a beer 3 rooms away.
Wow.
Because he wasn't supposed to be drinking.
Oh,
but if you were standing right next to her, she had selective hearing. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so that does sound like them. And he was very quiet. He was a very
Quiet, but
very
I would say
large man,
pretty
but
strong
quiet.
guy. Yeah, pretty strong dude. Yeah, he's a strong guy, and he's also he's very real. I would say. Do you know what I mean by that? Down to
Yep.
earth.
Yep,
He would kind of speak the
absolutely.
truth when it mattered.
That's the only time he spoke was when it mattered. He didn't talk a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if they have some messages for you, Tamala. Sounds like it matches pretty well, but for some reason they're leading today's broadcasts, and they're very loving. They're very loving with you, Tamala. They're very like, I just, they just want to tell you that they're supporting you. Are you going through some big changes right now? Some big stuff going on right now?
I am. My employer of 25 years announced in January that they were going to be downsizing, and today was the meeting that said this building you will no longer have jobs as of September 9th. So but it's not a bad thing. For me, it's not a bad thing. It's a scary unknown thing, but I'm excited for what I feel lighter.
The future. You're ready for change. Yeah,
I am
you're braced
absolutely
for change.
100% ready for change. So I might actually be out in Colorado for part of that change. So
well, you just reach out to me when you come out here.
I will absolutely do that.
Be happy to hang out with you or take a walk or have a cup of coffee or something. Yeah. And so you know what, Tamala, the thing is that it's a funny thing because your grandparents came through today leading this group, but I think that there's a reason they came through to tell you that you're going to be okay. Like a little bit of message from the other side that's saying you're going to be just fine, even though there's a part of you inside that kind of knows. And I know
it's good to hear it. It's good to hear it.
I know another person really close to me, Bright Hawk, actually went through something similar when she got laid off of her job. She actually, like, somewhere deep inside knew that she was going to be okay. So follow that feeling. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's really important. Although I always say,
and Spirit Fire Festival is in a couple days.
Are you going?
I am. I won the lottery last year, so I won the raffle last year. So
enjoy.
Now I know what I can focus on. The new chapter.
Now you can just focus. Now you can focus on a new chapter. Yeah. Yep. What she's talking about is a magic fire festival. It's a very large community of people that all over the world that come together and do 3 all-night fire circles where they dance together around the fire all night long. Oh, 4 nights.
Yep.
Okay. Well, some places do 3, some places do 4. And they dance all night long. And they essentially it's an alchemical fire circle. Okay. I've done many of them. All right, Tamala, enjoy.
Thanks.
Enjoy Spear Fire. Now, someone else just had their hand up and they just now took it down. Christine Healing. Is that you? Can you take off your camera? Can you take off your mute? Can you speak up? Is this stuff match for you?
Wrong way. Hang on to Hollis.
It's okay. I didn't mind looking at your dog in the fireplace. It was okay.
I'm here with my daughter. It actually sounded a lot like my parents. And it's funny because every time I've had somebody communicate with them, a different medium, they always come through as a pair. So it made me think it could possibly be mine.
Okay, I just got exactly what I'm supposed to tell you. I just got it. So did they die fairly close together?
Yes, within a couple of years. Yeah. Okay.
So that's because they're soulmates. And you have to know that. So soulmates, I'm just going to kind of go through this. I have a different perspective of what soulmates, twin flames, and such are. So when I'm speaking of soulmates, this is what it is. Many, many lifetimes ago, a soul killed somebody else, maybe in a war or in bad circumstances. And when they did that, their soul splits. And those 2 souls live separate lives, and they learn all kinds of things and make all kinds of evolutions. And then they slowly start to come back together. And eventually they start living a life closer together, and their soul starts to come back. And eventually they live an entire life together, or most of an entire life, like a big part of the life together, and then they die together.
Hmm.
And when they do that, that is when the soul is uniting. That's when the soul has united back into one, because they have healed and they are ready to ascend. They are ready to do more angelic work. So hopefully you can enjoy that. But that's what I was supposed to tell you. I was supposed to tell you, because that's my version of these things, my teachings of soulmates, twin flames, and such is a little bit different. Okay.
Mhm.
So I just want to let you know it's a little bit different. Twin flames are people in the world that are meant to upgrade your soul. They're usually two people that are opposites that come together, and they make the world a better place somehow by being together. Okay. And sometimes what can happen in that situation is somebody cannot be stepping up to the plate. There's free will in the world all the time. You always have free will. And if they don't step up to the plate, then it can feel like your twin flame failed on you, right? Okay. Or and some people have some ideas about burning each other and some weirdness like that. No. It's just that one person didn't show up. But most of the time, two people show up and they burn together and they make the world a better place by being together. Soulmates, usually you can tell them a little bit better because um they're kind of like cut from the same cloth. And they kind of are a lot alike. Sometimes they drive each other crazy in some lifetimes. But sometimes they also live side by side and live a long time together. And they are often cut from the same cloth. Okay. So
Hey,
for some reason, your parents wanted you to know that. There's also soul contracts, which are just people that agreed to come and teach you some sort of lesson. Those are usually relationships that don't work out so well. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Thank
you're welcome. You are welcome. My pleasure. I love that we started with love. Don't you love that? I love that we started with love. True, deep soulmates, love. Okay, now I've had another female with me here, and she is definitely just I would definitely say she's assertive, but she's a way more sassy. That's her word. Okay. That's not usually a word I use, but okay. So she's a little bit more sassy. She will speak her mind. She will say what she needs to. She is not afraid to stand up for herself. She was pretty strong. And she's been through a lot. She had quite a life. I almost feel like she's somebody's like, it doesn't have to be blood. Just gonna say that. But she kind of feels motherly like, okay. And she's definitely got that sass, okay. Like she's definitely got that part of her that's like, she'll tell you, she'll tell you what she thinks about stuff. You can guarantee that you at least know where you stand with her. She's pretty strong, but she's been through a lot. That's why. I feel like she had a few kids. I feel like she might be your grandmother or something like that. Okay. She does feel like she might be of a minority. So that just means she could be a person of color when she was last alive anyway, in this last lifetime. Maybe. She has some sort of minority around her. She has some sort of energy around her that would make her a minority or make her less normal. Okay. Or less. I don't know. I don't want to use normal. That feels like a retard. That feels like a weird word. Just okay. She's just different. She's different. Let's put it that way. She's different. Okay. Samantha, this matches for you. You know who this is? She's sassy. I can't hear you, Samantha. Did you unmute? Did you say something? I thought I heard you say yeah, but then I said no. You should
I'm
mute
trying
it.
to unmute.
Oh, Kathleen, this also matches you?
Well, I have somebody in mind that actually quite does. Should I say more or?
No, just hold on a second. Let me keep going, okay?
Yeah.
So you're saying you know someone like this, Kathleen, and you're people that have
Yes.
okay. This woman also dresses pretty casually. She's pretty casual. She she likes outdoors. She likes to be outdoors. She likes to camp or she did anyway. And she had I feel like her life was pretty complicated. Samantha, is this matching for you? Just speak up for me.
Yeah, it sounds like my mother.
Sounds like your mom. Okay.
Yeah, my mother loved to go camping. My mom was very sassy and she did have a very difficult life.
She's got a little she's tapping a little one on her head. The child might be about 5 or so. And she's sort of tapping on her head, like saying, good job. That's very sweet. Very sweet. Is this your child, Samantha?
I have a 5-year-old, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
She's also saying that she's there's some discourse in your family or something that has to do with her, kind of. Not
Okay,
that she
so
caused it necessarily.
that would be my niece that I just got custody of. Yeah.
Okay. She wants to let you know that, and whatever's going on, whatever the discourse is, that it will pass over time. It's just you just have to get through it. She said, just keep doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Keep doing the right thing. That was like her. You're doing the right thing. Keep doing the right thing. Okay. I also feel like Samantha, you have really good intuition about who to trust, and you should follow that. Okay. So she's also saying that. I don't know, you made some sort of decision in the last couple of days to trust somebody, and it worked out. It worked out. Who's muted, Mary? I'm not muted. No, you guys can hear me. Samantha's shaking her head, so she. But yes. Okay. Beautiful, Samantha. That's what she wanted you to know. Okay.
Thank you.
That's really what she wanted you to know. She just wanted you to know that. You're welcome,
Thank
Samantha.
you.
You're welcome. All right. Where'd the other person go? Oh, there she is. Kathleen. Good grief. That's why I tell you to raise your hand, because I have to search the whole room for you. I don't know. There's like 40, 50 people in here or something.
I'm here.
All right, Kathleen, this sassy woman. What part matches the sassy woman, right?
The sassy woman, the ethnicity, she was like my second mother, but older than my mother. She lived with us from the time of, let's see, well, forever, for all the time since my little sister was born. So all the way
She feels
through,
like almost like a nanny or something, like she took care of things.
We would never call her that. Although she like ran the house, made sure we
Right.
did everything we needed to do, was really strict with us. Definitely helped my mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's
and
very
worked outside, worked in the
garden.
Like garden. Chased the snakes away because they were the devil. Southern
She said
Baptist.
she had yeah,
yeah.
that's exactly the feel I was getting. Southern Baptist.
and like, you know, I would go to her for when I couldn't go to my mom.
And she
You
wants
know,
to
when
tell
it was
you
too important
she
to
has,
talk to my mom. I couldn't go to my mom. I had to
because
go to
she was a
Fro.
little bit less, she was a little less dramatic, even though she was
Right,
sassy. She could
right,
handle what you had to say. And then here's the
right.
funny thing here. Here's the funny thing, Kathleen. She's telling me that she's had past lives. She was a slave in a past life and another in 2 or 3 past lives, and so were you.
Interesting.
But this life, she said, in like 2 or 3 lives ago, you were a slave, and then you came through and you were a mystic, which is like a person that uses, like, she showed me like a crystal ball and things like that. But it's like old fashioned mystic. You know what I mean? Like old,
Yeah.
like probably like the 20s or something.
Well, that'll make sense. Yeah.
Okay. So she's saying that the two of you she actually had a little bit of like a soul contract with you, because she owed you a lot of caregiving and your mom and stuff like that, because a lot of you were connected via in the slave days, and that's why it wasn't comfortable to even call her a nanny, like she worked for you or whatever. She was more like a friend, and that's why the energy shifted in that way, because it was like she was the last one to have to shift out of that energy of being in service all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wants you to know that you're on the right track. She's making reference to your path as a psychic and as an elder woman, as a crone, or whatever you want to call it. We don't have to call it crone. We can call it something else if you want. I call it a divine androgen, but I'm pretty sure you're not queer.
I call it a priestess.
Okay, so yeah, see, there we go. There we go.
Wait, can you do a medium reading?
There we go. Okay.
They come
Hey,
in the door, don't they?
yeah. Hey, Eve, would you be willing to help me with that? You know how to kick him out. You know how to kick him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Eve. Anyone else know how to kick people out? Anyone else know how to use Zoom and kick people out very quickly? You click the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner and you go to report, and then you just report it fairly quickly. As quick as you can. Anyone else know how to do that? Just speak up, unmute yourself, and okay. No one else is. I know that
3
Eve
dots
is.
in the upper corner, so when a block of someone shows up new,
Look, watch
go
this.
to
Watch
their
this,
3
Tamala.
dots. Where
Watch this, Tamala. Accept
Where?
that.
are you on page 2?
I just made you as a co-host.
Oh,
Did
where
you
do I
see it?
go?
It came up. And now click on anybody's picture up in the upper right-hand corner and click the 3 dots and click report, and it will bring up a little window, and you just report
Remove.
them as quickly as possible.
Remove.
Yeah, remove is fine, or report right under it.
I don't see a report. I have.
That's okay. Just remove. That's fine.
Okay.
Yep. Just remove them. Just get them out of here as
Put in
quickly as you
waiting
can.
room and remove. Okay.
Yeah, don't put them in the waiting room. Just remove them, because there is
Will
no
do.
waiting room. Okay,
Oh, there's
thank you.
report. It just showed up. That's so weird, but got it. All right.
Because I just made you a co-host. I made Eve a co-host, made you a co-host. So as soon as
Great.
you see somebody come in with a weird name, a man's name, watch them. Watch them.
Okay.
A man's name, or a name that seems weird, or Zoom user, or something that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Like it's a bunch of letters that don't make sense. And when people don't have their camera on, then you need to watch them extra close. But see how Eric there, he's got a guy's name, but he's clearly a guy hanging out with us. Okay. And he's allowed to be here. As long as he doesn't go shaking his wiener at the camera, we'll be good. Okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, I promise.
Thanks. Thank you. It's just a complete disruption, especially for a bunch of grieving people. Here I am trying to do free readings and they're acting like jackasses, all right? Okay.
I understand.
So yeah. So all right. Hollis, don't say the F word.
Okay. So Kathleen, back to you, Kathleen XR. I know you're in here somewhere.
I
Where did you go? Man, I lose people. There you are. Okay. So Kathleen, the thing is that um she just wants you to know that it was part of your past life, and now you're meant to experience life as it is. And in your priestess stage, you are meant to learn to be patient with your body.
Interesting. Yep, that's what
Totally
my new phase is as an elder.
Yeah, it's a new path. It's a new path. It's a new path.
It is going from dancer mode to, sit for 8-hour mode, do psychic readings, different. But yay. Thank you.
Exactly. You're welcome, Kathleen. By the way, if you want to ever do online readings, you let me know. I'll set you up digitally.
That sounds great.
Yeah, just get in touch with me. You know how to do that. I trained you a long time ago, but I didn't know about this woman that helped you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she's kind of you guys had kind of a soul contract type of deal, and including the rest of your family, like your sister and your mom.
Especially my sister for sure.
Okay,
interesting.
so
Thank
all
you.
of you had kind of like a big soul contract, and
Right.
has to
That's
do with-
why she was my second mom, and she didn't let us get away with anything.
I believe that. I totally believe that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Kayla, not Kale. Kayla, you have your hand up. Is this matching with you? Do you know a sassy person, or did you accidentally do that? Okay. We're just flipping around. And I'm currently looking at your bike, I think. Okay, Kayla. I'm gonna mute you since I can't seem to get an answer. All right.
I don't know how to raise my hand.
You don't know how to raise your hand. Clarissa, it's down in reactions. You're on your phone, huh? Tap your phone and look for reactions or more at the bottom.
I was gonna raise my hand because it matches to me, but I have no idea how to do that.
Okay. Well, let's just talk now that you're on. Tell me what part matches for you.
That she was very sassy, the grandma part. I felt she was very strong-willing, very strong. We're also Mexican, so that was the ethnicity part. So
Yep. Okay. Great. That's fantastic. Well done. Okay. I wish I could raise your hand for you, or how about I pin you? Where did you go? Okay, hold on. You gotta unmute yourself. I'm gonna pin you with me. Okay. We're just gonna talk like this together because I can't hear you. Okay. This way I can see you. This way I can see you, and I can have to stop looking for you in the room.
And then I was also like hesitant to like get in and out, and something was telling me like get back into the meeting.
Oh. Who was telling you to get back?
I have a very strong connection with angels.
Oh, okay. Could it just be that you were resisting your healing?
Yes.
Resisting guidance? Yeah, we all do that. It's a human trait.
I just don't want to hear them because I don't want to think I'm crazy.
All right. So what she's saying is she's definitely with you. Like she's definitely on your side. She's with you. She's walking by your side. She wants you to know that she's one of your spirit guides, but I feel like you knew that, right?
Yeah, it's a red cat or no? It's a red bird.
Okay. But sometimes spirit guides come to you in a variety of ways. Sometimes they speak to you. Oh, okay. Okay. So she wants me to tell you how she speaks to you? Did you ever get thoughts inserted in the back of your mind that you took credit for?
Yeah.
That's your grandma talking to you. So she said, knock it off. Okay. Give her credit for it. She's telling you what to do. It's not your thoughts coming up with things. It's actually your spirit guide trying to guide you.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's okay. We all do it. I think we all do it sometimes. That's how your spirit guides talk to you guys, by the way. So she wants you to know that. And she really wants you to know that you have a collection of angels around you. So you're not wrong. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And she's sure of your skills. She's telling you to develop your skills.
Okay.
Mediumship, metaphysical skills. Okay? That's like all your divination, pretty much. Do you have a
I do have
mentor?
them. Yeah, I do. I do have them. I just haven't developed them because I'm too afraid to do that.
Do you have a mentor?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I'm available. Okay.
For
So
sure.
I'm serious. That's what she said. She was like, can you help her? You have some important things you got to do. You got to be doing stuff like I'm doing right now. Okay. So I just
Okay.
wanted, she said now she wouldn't lie to you. That's what she said.
I know.
Because she's kind of strong. Yeah. So she's just strong and insistent about what she has to say. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And it's funny thing because she's bringing in somebody else. And I bet you won't be surprised. But I'm pretty sure it's not for you. I'm just going to say that the next person that she's bringing in is a child, a young person, right? It's not for you, Clarissa, but
That's
you
not
can
for you.
understand.
Yeah.
But you know that she would bring in a small child for somebody else, don't you?
Yes.
A young person,
She
a
would
young
love
person.
children. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. That's why she's saying she wants you to acknowledge that. Okay. All right. She wants you to acknowledge that that she would bring through a child. She's bringing through a young person now. Kayla, do you know a young person? You're hands still up. I've tried to get you unmuted.
Hello.
Hi, Kayla.
Hi.
Does something match?
This is my first time here. I don't know how it kind of works and
So you raise your hand when something matches.
oh, okay. No, that doesn't match me. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Now you got it, right? Now you know what to do.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Lainey, do you have a young person that passed? Can you take your camera off?
Sorry, trying to work this out. Yes,
That's
I do.
okay.
My daughter,
Mm-hmm. Was she young when she passed?
13.
Mm-hmm. It feels like young, not a baby. Young, just young. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my. A lot of stress in the mind. Hmm?
Yep, always.
She was under a lot of mental health stress, huh?
My daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not too much.
She's showing me a lot of stress right here.
Okay.
Is she sick? She's sick or something? Hmm?
No.
No, she wasn't sick.
No.
Does somebody else have a child that was sick? Go ahead, Tammy. Unmute. Just stay here, lady. Don't put your hand down.
Yeah, my son.
Your son was sick?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
15. Yeah.
never pay attention to gender with Hollis, okay? Just never
Okay.
do it.
Yeah. He had a very rare autoimmune
Yeah,
disease.
did it put him under a lot of stress?
Yes, it did, because it's so rare. It's less than 1 in a million. And so there's
Oh my
not a lot of
gosh.
research. And he just
Uh-huh.
passed on May 23rd.
Okay. Let's just add you here. Okay. We're gonna just focus in on him for just a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely him. I got the chills with you. And so then he's also saying that he was ill, and like that kind of caused stress because he didn't get to be like a normal kid. Like it would take him out of things. Like he didn't get to
Yeah,
do
like
normal things.
yeah, like he had to stop riding his bike because he had such pain in his stomach, and he had pneumonia on the Thursday before the Thursday he passed. And he wasn't done taking his medications or anything, and he was in and out of the hospital with lots of steroid IVs, and he was on
Oh,
an
great.
autoimmune medication, but it took a long time to diagnose just because it was so rare.
I understand.
And he died unexpectedly in the house. My husband and I found him.
But he wants you to know that it was meant to happen that way.
Yeah.
While it was unexpected, it was meant to happen that way. Because he didn't want to die in the hospital or something.
Yeah, he hated the hospitals. I stayed with him every time. Yeah.
His word, I fucking hated it. Like he's
Yeah.
telling me not to use the F word. I freaking hate it. Yeah.
he didn't like swearing in front of me, but that's fair. He absolutely hated it.
Yeah, so he actually corrected me on the F word, but that's how he felt about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
He felt that strongly about it.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was definitely he just wants you to know that while it felt untimely, while it felt unfair, while it felt all the things, it was meant to be. It was he knew he was going to pass early. And even part of you knew that he was going to pass as a young person. So, sometimes we dismiss those things, So I just want to say, Tammy, yeah, if you ever, his astrology could be very interesting to you, is what he's telling me. Okay.
His what? I'm sorry.
His astrology. I do a reading called an astrology death chart. I don't know anyone else in the world that does it. And I essentially have studied regular astrology, but I've also studied death astrology and medical astrology. And I put that together with my mediumship, and I tap into the person that's passed, and I look at their birth chart and their death chart. So the time they were born and the time they died. And it tells us a lot about their passage through life and why it happened this way, and was it destined, and why was it destined? Was this karmic? Was this have something to do with you? What is this whole experience? And the way it was meant to unfold for you, and what it's meant. Most of the time when someone dies in our lives, regardless of who, it catalysts us into something. Okay. And so how it's supposed to help you. But when you're ready to have a bigger picture, you come see me, okay?
Yeah.
When you're ready, because it could take a little bit of time. And there's plenty of people, you could probably look over in the chat, that would be happy to tell you, Georgette just said it's worth every penny. It's a very special reading. You won't have anything else like it. You can get other regular medium readings from other people, but you won't have an astrology death chart mediumship reading with anyone but me. It's hard, Tammy.
Oh,
and
it's horrible.
And I find that people with children and unexpected death, it can really help. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you can see there's people vouching for me now. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tammy, I appreciate you. And I just want you to know that your son, he's saying that as hard as it was destined. Okay. And your experience is hard. It's totally valid. Okay. I'm sorry about your loss, Tammy.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is Lainey. I was starting to tap into you, Lainey, but I think he had to come through really quickly. Okay. Tammy, did your daughter have some sort of accident?
My daughter?
Not you,
No,
Timmy.
oh,
Sorry, Lainey. Sorry.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Okay. Yeah, she showed me an accident. It's very fast.
Yeah.
Also, destined. Also, okay. Also, the same message about the astrology thing. It's complicated, she's saying. It's complicated. That's what she's telling me. She's telling me it's really complicated.
Yeah.
Okay. But she's with you. You sense her sometimes. You feel her around you. And
Yeah.
she wants to give you validation. Animals. It feels like birds or something, like gentle animals around you.
Yeah.
They always
Every
feel
time
gentle.
I see a cockatoo, I think it's her.
I think you're right, lady. I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're spot on, actually. Okay. She's saying she's with you all the time. She speaks to you all the time. She's your guide now.
Yeah.
The two of you have some sort of soul contract. You guys might even be soulmates of some sort. Did you feel like you were cut from the same cloth?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sure you guys are soulmates. Hopefully you heard my explanation of what that is a little bit ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And so it doesn't have to be romantic relationships. Like, that's how people like to make it out, but it's never just like that. Okay. So that's for you, Lainey.
Thank you. Thank you.
She wants you to know that she's with you though, and she shows me the bird. Of course, I'm not very good at bird ID, so and she's actually kind of joyous and funny.
Yeah, she is. She made everyone laugh.
She makes me want to giggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's just her personality, huh? So, okay. Very pleasant, very beautiful soul. Beautiful, beautiful young soul. But you guys are soulmates. Your souls are evolving together.
Thank you.
She says you're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. All right.
Yeah. Hard. Like Pammy, it's so hard.
I know. It's really hard. I can't imagine losing a child. I have a 30-year-old, so I just can't even imagine. It's really, really hard. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Lainey. We all have our own journeys. May you walk yours in grace.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Stacy. Looks like you're up next. Your hand's up here. Okay, Stacy. What part of that matches? You have a child?
Yes, I do.
Or
A
you know a
son.
child? Okay. Young?
Yes. To me, he was young.
But he feels like an older teenager. Is that true? An older
Yes.
teenagers, like 17, 18-ish?
He was 26.
Okay.
It's young to me anyway.
Young adult. Numbers are hard for me anyway. You'll find that
Yeah.
there's some things that I'm just not strong on, and that's them. Those are the things. Names. I'm trying to get better at names. So if a name comes through, I'm open to it, to trying to do it. Okay.
Okay.
Numbers and gender. I don't think gender will ever. Gender schmender. He's a sweet guy though. He also has a little bit of he's making my stomach turn.
Oh,
Some
that's him.
anxiety, some nervousness.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what that represents? The stomach turning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he do something to himself?
Technically, yes.
Did he do drugs or something?
Yes.
Yeah, feels like he's intoxicated.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. He's apologizing to you. Did he promise you he wouldn't do it?
Yep.
He's sorry.
I know he is.
And then he got something. He like took too much, or he got the wrong kind or something. He's saying it's the wrong kind.
It was the wrong kind. It was fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Mm-hmm. God, I hate that shit.
Me
Okay.
too. Me too.
All right. Drugs are bad, by the way, everybody. Don't do
Very
drugs,
bad.
okay?
Please don't
do
them.
drugs. Don't do drugs. So he's watching over. There's some other people in your spirit circle, your soul circle. So that'd be like your family, including cousins and people that are not related, but they're in your life somehow.
Okay.
He's now become a protector for other people experimenting with drugs.
It's probably my sister and my niece.
Okay.
I have custody of my sister's son now because of it.
Hmm. Well, he just wants to let you know that he's watching over them. They have some mental health stress. Maybe if they could work on that, they would do better. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Stacy. That's his main message to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Carrie, do you have a child that's passed? Can you unmute yourself so we can just talk?
Yes,
Carrie.
she's in her, hi. She was 24. So
Mhm.
to me,
Young adult. We're into the young adults.
young adult.
Mm-hmm. She's showing me a memory. Her holding something in a ceremony. It's old. She was saying that her innocence, she was still innocent then. Was she in a ceremony as a young person, like a wedding or a spiritual ceremony or something like that? She's holding it like in front of her like this, and she's in a long, beautiful gown or something.
Not that I can recall. Maybe a graduation, getting
Okay. She's got something in her hand like this. Did she hold something when she was in that? It's like a long gown, so that graduation would count. It's a ceremony. That's why they call it a graduation ceremony. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can't think of it offhand, but it's a possibility for sure.
Let me just see. She was innocent during that time.
Oh, during that time, yes.
Not when she was 20 something. Then.
Right.
She's trying to tell you that she was innocent then. She also wants you to know it's not your fault. Something happened to her?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
saying that she fucked some shit up. She messed up some stuff. Do you know what she's talking about? In her 20s?
Like in her 20s or because of her death?
Yes.
Because she died
It's
of
all
an
related. She died of a what?
An
Overdose? It keeps putting you out. She died of an
asthma attack.
Oh. Does she cause it somehow? Is she like not responsible for herself or something?
The doctors didn't know what triggered it.
What triggered the asthma attack?
Right. They don't know.
Like she didn't have a virus or anything.
No. She called 911 herself for help.
Did they test her body for drugs?
Yeah.
She's saying she's sorry. I don't think it was intentional, but I think it was an accident.
She did smoke weed, so she shouldn't have been smoking weed when she had asthma for sure. But
Yeah, but that you wouldn't imagine that. Well, maybe, I guess. I don't know. It might depend on how bad the asthma is, I guess.
yeah, it could definitely set it off. It's a possibility, but yeah.
Okay. Well, she just wants you to know that she's sorry. Because she keeps saying she's sorry. So that's what makes me think that she did something wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, because I'd always tell her you shouldn't be smoking weed if you have asthma.
I kind of agree. She could take edibles instead. You know, that's why they make them. Yeah. So, okay. So, I'm kind of with you, but you know, I shy on the side of caution as well, Carrie. So I'm with you. If I had asthma, I wouldn't be smoking weed. I don't smoke weed anyway because I have a heart condition. So yeah, right.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Does she have
Carrie,
any messages for Bella?
interesting. Okay. She's showing me what looks to be an angel with her arms stretched out wide, like holding her, like holding Bella. Is Bella a sister or something?
No, a dog.
It is a dog. But why is
Mhm.
there an angel above her? You
I
know.
think Bella might be dying. She was just diagnosed with cancer, and it's her childhood dog.
Yeah.
And
Explain it. It's also her spirit dog.
most
It's also
definitely.
her spirit dog. Yeah, it's her spirit dog. Okay. Yeah, I got the chills very quickly. I put it together very quickly. Okay. Sometimes it's hard for me to like put things together.
Well,
Like to figure out what things mean, you know, like what's a big angel? She's showing me this big angel over top of her. So I think that's the message, is that it's going to be okay. That she's there to receive the dog. So when a
yeah.
dog passes, when the other person's on the other side, when their person's on the other side, they just receive them.
So that's
Okay.
what I this week is don't take the dog yet, because I just lost my daughter about 8 weeks ago, and I said I'm not ready for me to lose the dog right now.
But no, it's her spirit dog. It's kind
Yeah,
of like her soulmate, but it's a dog.
I get that for sure.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you so
Hang in there, Carrie. You got this. And
Thank
maybe
you.
there's something bigger that you're meant to learn from all this stuff, huh?
I'm on your page all the time, so I'm working my way through it.
I'm sure there is. Keep watching out. Watch out for the messages. Maybe come see me about your astrology. We can do it a death chart with your daughter and see if there's something that you're supposed to gain from this. The astrology will show us that.
Yeah,
It will show us like what you're supposed to do.
I'm looking into life paths. It's very interesting. So
Ah,
yeah.
interesting. Okay. All right, Carrie, prayers to you. I'm sorry
Thank
that
you.
you lost your daughter.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Let's see. Wow, we got them just lined up here. Hey, Kat. Did you lose a child? Yeah. You're muted,
Sorry,
but
I was trying to unmute. Yes.
I was about to show you how. Hi,
I just had
Charlie.
to
Did you get
scroll my
done
options
barking at
over
those
on my.
people? Yeah.
I'm sorry?
My dog came in because he's done barking at those people. He's just barking at somebody. Okay.
I didn't raise my hand initially because I was waiting to see if anything besides just child came through. But then while you were talking to somebody else, you said something that
Tell me what
was
other parts
something we
matched.
used to say to each other. So
Something you used to say to each other. I don't remember. Can you tell me what I said?
it was the drugs are bad. We used to do
Drugs
the
are bad.
Mr. Mackey voice, and you know, drugs are bad. Okay.
They are. They are. They are. Okay. Is your child also a young adult?
14.
Okay. It's pretty close to, I don't know. How do we identify a young adult? I'm not sure.
Right.
but it doesn't feel like a little kid.
He felt mature.
Okay. There's also something, I don't know why, but there's something in my lower gut. Does that have something to do with him?
No,
You know, what would be in the lower?
I have gut issues, but
You do. Okay.
I
Hold
don't
on.
think he.
Oh no, spirits know everything that's going on. Are you handling it? Are you doing something about it actively?
No, I've just always had kind of gut issues.
But you just want to do a little bit more research, like about like gluten, and he keeps showing me the image about microplastics.
Okay.
You might want to do a little bit of research in relation to those two things so that it doesn't get worse.
Okay.
Sometimes spirits do that. They just come through like, it's just the way it happens. Okay. It's also showing me a small animal. I believe it is a cat. Do you have a cat?
We don't have a cat. He always wanted a cat, and my sister has a cat who he very much loved cat sitting for, and it was his cousin.
Okay. Because he's kind of like the cat. And so the cat had its head in a bag, and then he's like, now the cat's out of the bag. Is he kind of a funny guy?
Yes.
Okay. I think he's just making a joke.
Okay. That tracks.
I don't know. Okay.
He always
That's
wanted
funny.
to get to cat sit.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, that's funny. He's kind of a funny guy. He's fun to be with.
Yes.
Yeah, he's pleasant. He's positive. I would call him perky, happy.
Yeah.
Kind of a goof. Mm-hmm.
He was a goof.
He's with you though. He wants you to know that too. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I can feel the pressure of the other people. All right. Thank
Okay,
you,
thank
Kat.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, I think this pin thing is working. What do you guys think? You think it's working? I think it's working. Okay. Salith. Is that how I say your name? Salith? Did you lose your child? Did you two lose a child?
No.
Okay. So we raise our hand when things match it, okay?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Lynette, did you lose a child? I think she did say something like that in the chat. Lynette, do you know how to unmute yourself? Yeah.
Here we go.
Lynette.
Yes, I think I figured it out. Yes, I did lose a son.
He's older, right?
A little older than some of the ones you've read, yes.
Yeah. Like a young adult.
Yes.
He also feels like he was a caregiver type.
He had a big heart. Yeah, he did.
It feels like I'm pretty sure it's not him. He's making reference to somebody else that's having physical problems.
At the moment, yeah, there's a couple family members having physical problems.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's not him, obviously, because he doesn't have a body anymore. Duh.
Right.
Okay. Okay. He's just making reference to them. He just wants you to know that they're going to be okay. But somebody needs to pay a little bit more attention, needs to research behind the doctors.
Oh,
Like the
okay.
doctors may not be 100% right. You can't always trust the doctor 100%.
Okay.
They're humans. They make mistakes too. That's his words.
That's true. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Lynette. He's very sweet though. And he wants you to know that he comes through with your pets, not just your cat.
Oh.
Do you have other pets?
No, just a cat.
Do you feel like that cat ever acts differently sometimes?
I never thought of it, I guess. Huh.
Well, maybe you need to pay a little bit more attention then, huh? Okay,
Maybe so.
Lynette. You pay attention to that because he's coming through that cat.
Okay.
All right. All right. Michelle, I'm going to pin you up. I think this is the last person I'm going to do. Did someone about children? Did you lose a child? Okay. Let's unmute you. There we go. But it was a young adult, eh? Young adult.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A young adult and why am I getting gut things again? But now it's an upper gut. Was he kind of anxiety? Did he have a lot of anxiety and nervousness? Was he nervous?
I guess sometimes.
Yeah. I think he was more nervous than you knew. Okay. He died a bit ago. It's been a bit.
What has?
What's that?
What's been a bit?
His passing. No, it just happened.
Fairly recently.
Feels like there was some sort of accident or something. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you should know is that your son's accident was meant to be. It was meant to happen this way. And actually has something to do with some sort of karmic circle that he's in. Interesting. It's like a karmic thing. And the accident happened, but I feel like this happened in a past life, but you guys were switched roles.
Okay.
Did you ever feel like you knew your kid from a different lifestyle?
A lot of things are coming to the surface. A lot of things have evolved and come to the surface since the accident.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things that I hadn't thought about prior. So maybe.
Sorry, my dog is freaking out. I don't know
That's
if
okay.
he's barking. I'm gonna have to bring him in. Yeah. So okay. So a lot of things are kind of emerging that you didn't pay attention to before his passing. That's why it feels like it happened a long time ago, because it did. But your roles were switched.
Okay.
So there's more to it than that, but that's the basic part that he wants you to understand, that there's like this karmic cycle between the two of you that's going on. Okay?
Yeah.
And you should tap into that. You should like try to learn from that. So like, any kind of like past life regression or or that astrology death chart or someone else. I don't care if you come to me or go to someone else. I'm just telling you. Okay.
Yeah.
You can come to me, but you don't have to. Okay. All right. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. You're welcome, Michelle.
Okay.
All right. So my friends, I'm just gonna take about 30 seconds here to bring my barky dog in because he's barking at everyone that goes by. Charlie, you're gonna stay in here for a little while now, okay, my brother, my friend? Barking at our neighbors and God knows what else, bears and things. So, all right, get him to knock that off. All right. All right. So I just want to see if there's any other spirits in here that need to come through right now. There's a woman. She was a mother. She is a mother. Even though she's on the other side, she's still a mother. She's pretty strong. She liked to, feels like she liked to work out or exercise or whatever. She was into that kind of thing. Not like because she had to. Maybe she did have to, but but she liked to. But she was a mom. Something happened with her. Something unfortunate happened. I feel like she's left her children behind. And they might be kind of young. Just match with anyone, just raise your hand if anything matches. She did like to move her body. She did like to she enjoyed movement, I would say. She enjoyed getting out and doing things too. She was a pretty social person. I feel like she was a mom. Or wanted to be a mother or something. There's a strong mother energy around her. But I feel like she died way too young. She didn't get to finish it out. Just unmute yourself and speak up. I think somebody's got their hand up. Sam, is this somebody you know?
Well, here's the thing. When I was younger, I knew my mom, but I have not been in contact with my mom to know whether she is alive or dead. It's been a long, long time because it was a rough childhood. But I knew when I was younger that her going to the gym and working out was more important than anything. She used to be a bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if she has passed or not. So that's kind of my question to you is I guess I'll never know when.
Not yet, Sam. The spirits around you are saying not yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to tap in to see if that person coming through was just meant to tell you that. Like maybe you have to know that somehow.
Everything you said sounds exactly like her, except the mother wanting the motherly part because she really kind of just left me. So
she wasn't real keen on the mom part.
Right. But everything else, so I just thought, I guess I'll never really know.
You will know, but she hasn't passed yet. But she's got something in her heart.
What do you mean?
Something about her heart. Something about her heart.
Yes, she had to have a stent put in.
Mm.
And I only know that from my
Your
father
guides.
that kept it. Well, I only know that from my father that kept in touch with her because he loved her till the day he passed a year ago.
But your guides are telling you that. So she
Okay.
may pass. She may pass, but I don't think it's like tomorrow or anything.
Okay.
And it will be from her. It will be from her heart.
So I should just put on my big girl panties and reach out.
Mm. Does she know how to get in touch with you?
Yes.
Then no.
Yes.
No. No. I don't think that's good for you, Sam.
I don't
I feel
either
like
because
she's not good for you.
I agree with you. I reached out the first time I decided to be the bigger person, and she kind of broke my heart again. So
Mm-hmm. Feels like her heart's also made of steel, and she'll keep breaking your heart. Okay.
yeah.
So no.
Okay.
She knows how to get a hold of you. If her heart busts open and she decides to have a spiritual awakening, she'll reach out to you.
Okay. I'll listen to you. I trust you.
Sam, trust me, my mom's the same way. It's
I
not
know.
good for us. It's not good for us. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Sorry that your mom's that way, but no, you're not the only one, and it's not your fault. It's not you, it's her.
I keep
telling
trying to tell
yourself that.
myself.
Every time you hear some ugliness about your mom mistreated you, just say, it's not about me. It's about her.
Okay.
She's the one doing this to
I get.
me.
Yeah.
Okay?
I've just always not. I have never felt good enough. So.
Right. And you probably won't be. Okay? And it's okay.
Oh.
You don't need to be good enough for her. You're good enough for me, and you're good enough for everybody in this room. There's nothing wrong with you just the way you are, Sam.
Thank you.
We love you just the way you are.
I really appreciate it.
I'm sorry that your mom is that way. It's awful when parents do that. It's awful.
But I tell you
I
what,
don't get it either.
My dad really, really stepped up as both parents. So.
Thank God we had one of them, right? Thank God we have one of them.
Yes, I'll be forever grateful to him.
Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute.
Thank you.
Eric, I keep getting that this is for you. So Eric, I'm pretty sure this is for you. Can you put your hand up so I can find you?
I'm trying to put my hand up, but I can't find the hand.
You don't know how to do it. I found you. Okay. I was about to say, I think this is for Eric, but you said it first.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Yeah.
So your wife loved to dance. Like she liked to move her body. It was her thing. Like it felt good to her. Yeah. She didn't just do it because she had to exercise. She did it because she liked to dance.
She did. She loved it.
And she was a mother of 3.
Yeah.
Like and I don't mean like her kids are still kind of young-ish.
Yeah.
They need her desperately, but and she feels very sort of like ripped out of the family.
Yeah.
That's how it feels to you too. Like someone just came along and just ripped her out.
It was an overnight thing. It was here one second, literally gone the next.
And it just happened like that.
That fast, yeah.
Yeah. She loves you. She loves you so much. And she just wants you to know that it's a destiny soul contract thing again. Man, they're so complicated when these things happen. And sometimes it takes us a while to put it together over time.
Right.
When you're ready to look at that, we should look at that.
Absolutely.
It could take sometimes people try it too early, and I'm not sure you can do it like in the first couple months. Not because I can't connect to the person spirit, because I can. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the perspective I'm going to give you.
Right.
It's way up here. I'm going to give you the perspective of the universe.
It's been a year. Well, June 4th was a year.
Okay, that might be why she's saying it. She's like, he needs to know that this is meant to happen. And as hard as it is, as
Right.
impossible as it feels like the two of you also have a soul, but you guys feel like soulmates or something.
Yeah.
You guys like to do things together. In
I
fact,
have.
moving your body together was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like you enjoyed each other in that way.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's why you have 3 kids.
Yeah.
That's her joke.
Right.
That's her
Yeah.
joke. She's making it. Okay. She must have been kind of a funny person. Social? Was she
Yes.
kind of social? A little
Super.
bit of a I'm gonna call that. I don't want to quite call it a goof because that's more like young boy goof, you know? Like it's more like she would just say kind of sly things like I just said.
Yeah. That's my wife.
She
Yeah.
just she would just slip it in there. And then people be like, did she just say that? She just said that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's her.
Usually, and nothing like too like crude or anything, just little sly things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And very sweet, very upbeat, very lively, very big heart, very generous. She liked to
Yeah.
help people. And she also she tried not to judge people. Even
Right.
though, even though she's telling me it's funny because I struggle sometimes with body image. I struggled with the heart thing and I put on weight and stuff. I have some health problems that have led to that. And she's
Right.
like, just know that I was the type of person that wouldn't judge you. And although I was very good at exercising, I didn't think it was for everyone. And
Right.
clearly, we all come in different shapes and sizes. And that
Yeah.
was her attitude.
It
She
was.
wasn't the type that's like, look at my body. She was more like, everybody comes in different shapes and sizes, and I love everybody.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
She would never even be the type to be like, "Oh, look at me." She was not like that whatsoever. She never thought she was good enough. But yeah, her body. Yeah.
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 It's okay. Some of us come with Some of us come with beautiful bodies, some of us come with beautiful faces, and
Right.
some of us come with beautiful hearts and big souls, and some
Yeah.
of us come with lots of different gifts. And, we all come in different shapes and sizes with all kinds of blessings.
Right.
And so she's just very loving to you. And she wants you to know that you're doing a great job with the kids. Just wants you to know. She says you need some reassurance in that department because you felt kind of lost when she first, like you were like, oh my God, how do I do this?
Yeah.
Sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Scared, lost, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She's saying that you're doing a great job with the kids and she's proud of them. They've accomplished things, each one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
They're growing.
They are.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Even she's saying even the grieving process, you're good at that, letting them be sad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important they can talk to me anytime, especially my youngest. He's only 6 and I let him, I let him cry it out. Like I'll cry with him, and but yeah. Yeah.
She's proud of you. She's proud of you. She wants you to know that. It's
Thank
very
you.
important to her that she'd come through and tell you at least that. That was the one thing that she really wanted me to say to you. And I kept seeing your picture and I was like, that's weird. I keep seeing this person. And sometimes when I'm very called to a person, it's because I have something to tell them. And
Right.
so that's why she started coming through really strong.
I'm glad she did.
Yeah. So she wants you to know that she's available to you. Absolutely. She's clear. She's clear. She's been through her life review. She's been through that.
Right.
She's very clear. She's with you and she's protecting you and children all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
she's
Thank you
with
so much.
Yeah, and it was destined. What happened was destined.
I'll set up an appointment with you so we can, dive deeper into that too as well.
Yeah, we can spend some more time on it because definitely understanding the universe perspective of why people die, I think is a gift. It's a
Yeah,
gift.
because that's been bothering me for forever. It's just one. How could she be taken just like that? And it just doesn't make sense. So I need to know.
Okay. Get her birthday and her birth time if you can.
Okay.
And her birthplace. I'm sure you
Yeah.
can get that.
Yeah.
And your birth time, place.
Yeah.
And her death time, place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it. Yep.
Okay, great. bring
Okay,
all
well,
that with you, and we'll take a look. Okay.
okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, Aaron. Big heart to you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye. Okay, Gina. Does some of this match to you, Gina?
Yes, some of it did. I felt
Okay, tell
like
me
some
what
of the
parts
things.
match.
What match was that my late husband was very helpful. He was a teacher. We met at Zumba class. So when you started talking about dancing and different little things,
Exercise.
made me feel
Uh-huh.
like he was trying to come in, and he's trying to say, you know, I'm up here and I'm doing things.
Your husband is with you, Gina. Your husband is with you.
Yeah, he was a great teacher.
I think he's trying to tell. I think he's trying to tell you to exercise.
Yeah, I do need to. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Gina. That's what he wanted me to tell you. That's what I'm tapping
Okay.
into him now. I'm tapping it. It wasn't him before. I think it was for Eric. But this right here, this energy right here, he's laughing at you and he's like, you need to get your butt moving. But he didn't use the words butt.
He was
Okay.
very funny.
Yeah, he's making a joke about it. All right. Because he said he wasn't real good at it either. Doing that whole exercise thing. Okay. All right, Gina.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Let me just see if there's anyone else that needs to come in my last few minutes. Okay. So this is what I call the can of worms. Okay. Before I say it, I do it just because it's a gift for the group, and remember that I'm setting up a new website called Psychic Insights. I think my spouse needs some help. Can you guys hold on just a second?
Yeah. Fucking do it. Thank you.
So sometimes you just gotta do things. The people in it, Jessica says hi. Right now. So, okay, a can of worms. Are y'all ready? It's very simple. It's the heaviest energy of them all. It's people that are taking their own life. Okay. So I can feel them coming in. Here they come. They're heavy. Mm. Okay. So once again, I'm having this thing where I get so Kay, I'm attracted, called to you in this moment. I don't know why. But we're just gonna tap in. Did somebody take their own life?
My husband.
Mm-hmm. Of course, he regrets what he did. He's sorry. Was it kind of graphic, violent? You know what I mean by that?
I did find him.
Yeah, he's telling me that that's very traumatic for you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. He's apologetic for it, okay?
Okay.
He didn't mean something. He didn't think through the full impact of his actions.
Yeah.
Was he using drugs or something or alcohol?
He was high.
Yeah, he's under the influence of something.
Mhm.
He's under the influence, and he also was very he had a history of that.
Yes.
You tolerated that too a long time.
I did.
Yeah. He's thanking you for tolerating him. He made some bad choices, he's saying. He made bad choices. He's so sorry. It's not what he was supposed to do. Okay. He was not supposed to do that. It was a mistake. He'll be doing this again. You guys will have to come through life again together. But next time he'll get some tools to fight against what took him down, which feels like has something to do with his childhood. Feels like his dad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parents were kind of abusive or something.
His parents are very emotionally absolutely
Abusive.
immature and very narcissistic, and they're very unsupportive to us.
I would do it. You have kids.
Yeah.
You have kids. He had kids. He's sorry he left you with kids. He's sorry he left you with all the responsibility and all the heaviness of it. But he's at peace.
Yeah,
He's not.
lately I've been really at peace that he's not suffering anymore, and that gives me a huge peace. And I was angry for a long time.
And you had every right to be.
Tomorrow makes it 6 months, but lately I was thinking like he's the person he's supposed to be right now. And I'm growing as a person as well. And I felt like we're growing together, even he's on the other side.
That's right. That's right, Kay. Yep. You guys have a soul contract.
Yeah, I kind of.
So you'll be doing this again.
Yeah.
You'll be doing this again.
And I was kept, when I was reading the journal, I was kept writing. I hope that he knew that I loved him.
He does. He does. He does. Absolutely. He absolutely knows that you love him. Okay. And he's with you all the time. He's at your side. Okay. He's your spirit guide now.
Okay.
And he's going to try to guide you so that in the next lifetime you both can be prepared to get through these challenging times with more resilience. Okay.
Okay.
You're exercising your resilience bone right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's also awakening you to some spiritual things that you'll need to carry through in the next lifetime. Okay.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's spot on.
Yeah. Thanks, Kay. Yeah. It's opening you.
Yeah.
Like a can of worms.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like he's just like kicking my back with his foot, like just go already.
Go. Yeah. He might be pushing you, trying to get you to go.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I have way too many hands up, so I'm going to just move on.
Thank you so
Kay?
much.
I hope that was helpful. We can happy to meet with you in private. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Christine, welcome. I'll have to add you here. Hi, Christine. There's a man. He took his life?
Hi. Sorry.
Hi. It was a man. He took his life?
Yeah, my husband.
Mm-hmm. He feels pretty intense too. Was he kind of an intense guy when he was here?
Yeah.
Okay. He had a rough childhood too. Sometimes messed around with drugs and stuff.
Kind of, sort of. He did steroids. He was a bodybuilder.
In my world, that's drugs. Yeah.
It's drugs. It is.
They make you feel like you're like above the world type of drug. So kind of like cocaine, but not quite. Yeah. It took him though.
Yeah.
He really got on himself too. Like he wasn't perfect and he wasn't good enough.
The last weekend, so I found him too. We were separated. He apologized that he never prioritized me or anything like that. Like he was a workaholic. So
right. He felt like he was never enough, like he never could do enough, he couldn't be enough, and that just kind of drove him into the ground a little bit.
It did.
All right. Take a deep breath, Christine. Do what I just did. It releases the heaviness.
I've been working with Cheryl. Yeah, I've been working with Cheryl, and it just made me laugh when you were talking about the website because he was fucking with her computer.
Oh, well, I just hired her.
Yeah,
You know
I've been
that.
working with her. Yeah, and he fucks with
he messes with her.
fucks with her a lot, and I'm like, that's
okay.
him. And he put it so our Zoom was 3,000 hours or 30,000 hours or something like that long, and yeah, he was messing with the computer and stuff, and it was right before I booked with her.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Was she doing stuff with me?
Yeah, she was trying to get the Zoom
Set up the Zoom.
Yeah, and it was him messing with the computer, and I booked right after that.
Okay. Yeah, it's we'll get it set up. She's mostly set up now. If you get a reading with Cheryl, it's fine.
He's just an asshole.
Mama Cole. It's okay. It's okay. He's just trying to let you know he's around. That's all. Okay.
He does. It's fine. Yeah. It makes me laugh because he messes with her a lot.
Yeah. Well, at least you know he's with you, right, Christine?
Yeah, it's taken a lot to get to this point. And I mean, I'm really still early, and I've worked with you too on the death reading and stuff. And
the astro chart. Did we? Okay, that's where you look familiar. Okay, I didn't remember what we did.
And I've come to peace because I mean I'm a bad digger. I dug around a lot, and between you and finding some of the answers, I'm more at peace with what happens. So.
That's good. That's good. That's
I
what
don't
reading should
suggest
be about.
digging if you don't have to dig, but it's helped me a lot.
Yeah, it can help. It can really help.
Don't do coroner's reports.
Oh man. Well, sometimes they're not even right.
You.
Anyway, all right, Christine.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Laura. Pin you up here.
Hi.
I'm just going down the line. Hi, Laura. Someone
Hi.
took their own life. Once again, it's a man. Is that true?
Yes.
There's a man around you that took his own life.
Mm-hmm. You might be picking up two males, but there is a male that my father took his own life. But my husband has also passed, and he passed in December. So I don't know if they'll be coming through together and mixing things up.
They didn't both take their own life, though.
No, my husband passed of cancer in December.
But your dad, when he took his own life, did he, was he sick or something? Something happened to him? He knew he had something?
Depression. If he was sick, he didn't tell anybody. But I know he had bipolar disorder, so he definitely had some mental things for sure.
Yeah, definitely mental health. Well, anyone that kills himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't usually say that.
Mm-hmm.
unless it was like schizophrenia or something. He's saying he had something.
Okay.
I think he was afraid that he had something. Okay. I'm not sure that was a total confirmation that he actually had it, but that's what he thought in his mind. Like that's what his brain was chewing on. Chewing on? It was a while ago, huh? It was a while ago that he passed?
Yeah, it's 2010.
Right. Okay. He just wants you to know that he's looking. He's at peace. He's okay. Definitely had mental health things. Definitely didn't feel like he lived up to things somehow.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Like he wasn't enough. Why do guys struggle with this backpack? I wish they'd put it down. It seems like the man's backpack sometimes.
It's the ego. It's the ego. I don't get it.
Did he also like divorce your mom or something? Like he had a hard time with women. Hard time with women.
3 times. 3 to 3.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll do it too. He felt like he couldn't. He felt like he couldn't be in a relationship somehow. Like he just would screw it up all the time. Okay. So that also had something to do with it. He's apologizing to you because he feels like he screwed you up, and there's other kids that he screwed up. Do you have kids or something?
I have 2 kids.
No. Do they know that their grandfather killed himself? I mean, that could be hard to explain. I can see why he's apologizing. But
Yeah, I was pregnant with my oldest when he passed.
but it's and you still have to tell him eventually, don't you?
Well, I mean, yeah, because then he's like, "Well, what happened to your dad?" It's like, well,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's apologizing for having to put you in that situation. A lot easier to explain that somebody died of cancer than to explain that. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's sorry for that.
Yeah. He did. It did affect me for a
He's
long
a tough
time.
guy. He's a tough guy.
Yeah, he
eh?
was.
Like tattoos and
He's a very handsome man.
leather.
Tough guy.
Tough guy.
He rode motorcycles. Yeah.
I was about to say leather with motorcycles, Harley Davidson. I just said leather. You heard the leather part, right? Leather, motorcycles, tough guy. Like Harley type.
My
Biker.
dad didn't have
what
tattoos,
I would call a
but
biker.
yeah, my dad didn't have tattoos, but my husband had tattoos.
Oh,
But
okay.
it wouldn't surprise me if they were together, hanging out.
Okay. Yeah, your husband and father didn't seem to have any problems. They didn't have any problems with each other, and they actually are both connected to you, so therefore they would be together.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, Laura, I have a long time waiting.
I know.
I need to try to finish up. So, all right.
I'm just glad he said hello.
He's okay with you. Little hello. And I appreciate you for being here tonight. I'm sorry that your dad took his own life. Melissa. Attic. Did I say your last name right? Attic.
It's Adcock.
Adcock. That's an interesting. Melissa, somebody took their own life?
I'm not 100% sure that it was intentional, but I think it was.
Accidental overdose.
Yeah.
Well, it still kind of counts as an overdose. Overdoses count as kind of like suicide because we all know, right? Drugs kill. Like we all know
Yeah.
that, right?
Oh yeah. I call it Russian
Most of us know
roulette.
that. Yes, exactly.
We know if that doesn't
Exactly.
your last or not.
Yeah. You're welcome, Kay. You're welcome, Sam. People are saying goodbye. Thank you. So I just sort of say, yeah. So he feels like he overdosed. It was an accident. It also feels like he might have gotten the wrong thing. Was it a fentanyl thing?
I'm not
Or you don't
100%
know?
sure. I know he was a heroin user. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure it
fentanyl
was.
can be in anything. Fentanyl can be in weed, yo. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. we had a teenager not far from me overdose because it was laced with weed a couple months ago. Yeah.
Okay. Just saying. I feel like it had something else in it. I don't feel like it was 100% pure or whatever. Not what he expected anyway. Okay. It was an accident. I think that's also what he's saying. It was definitely an accident. He's definitely with you. Is there children? Children?
I have children. I have two that I lost that way. One was a very active part of my children's lives, my son's lives. And then I was pregnant with my daughter that wasn't his when I was with the other one. So
Oh,
it gets complicated.
it sounds complicated. But you want to know that those spirits are around you, okay? They're around you. They're with you. That's why they made reference to the children. Because a quick validation for you. But it's raised your power. You're empowered through it somehow. You've found your own personal empowerment through this experience. Congratulations. Or you're finding it. You're discovering it.
It's my strength to stay sober. So you just let me know it's my ex-husband you're talking about. So
Well done. Well done, Melissa. Well done.
yeah, I got
Okay.
and he had
Nice.
the same one that he got when he was in prison as well, and I got it after he died. And when I think about it, I'll look down and be like, nope, not today. Can't use today. So
Stay sober. Stay sober. All
absolutely.
right, Melissa. If you don't do it for anyone else, do it for me. Because I said so. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Melissa. Thank you for
Thanks.
being here. Say, Liz. Now we got you.
Hi.
You must know someone that took their own life, huh? Yeah. That someone's connected to you. Did that person do drugs?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% sure it was 100% intentional. Okay. You don't know. You don't know if it was or wasn't. I don't feel like it was. Was it? Do you know? What's your name?
Salih?
Salih? Is
Yeah.
that you, Salih? I know, but the guy's talking. Is this your husband?
Oh, that's my husband.
Okay. The other person beside you. I don't just read like one. Like this person feels connected to both of you, though. Is that true? Okay. It wasn't intentional. It feels sideways. So is that like a brother or cousin or something?
He's like a brother.
Brother, because he's kind of like saying bro, like brother, bro. Okay. So it's sometimes bro is a reference word for me to mean like not quite my brother, but had brotherly. Okay. Strong guy. You didn't expect it. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. I don't think everyone knew how much he was using. Like maybe you were a little suspicious, but you didn't know really. Sounds like he may have also gotten the wrong thing. Okay. He's just saying he got the wrong thing. Do you know what I mean by that?
Mhm.
Like fentanyl or something was in it. Did they test him?
They've tested him, but they never told.
They
I
didn't
don't
say
think they
anything.
told his cousin. Yeah.
There's other things too. It could be. So, but like they intend one thing, but sometimes they get other stuff in there that's not. Drugs are bad, yeah. Okay. He's protecting. There's other people in the family that might be messing around. Yes? With drugs.
Yes.
Yeah. He's protecting them. Now, he's protecting them. He's with them. He's trying to protect them from making a similar mistake, taking too much. Okay. He was a protector, huh? He's showing me a shield. Did he like to protect people? He had women problems. You have a problem with a woman?
A lot of women.
Yeah. Yeah. He's also saying he was a protector. Sometimes too fierce about it. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Did he have a bit of a temper?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's what
He's
he's
a
saying.
small guy, so it's kind of hard to see him be violent.
Kind of hard to see him being violent. I'm not saying violent. I just said he had a temper. Two don't quite equal the same. It's not always the same. Did he get pissed at the stuff? Like, did he have kind of like, he was kind of like a little spitfire? Like, okay. He's laughing at your husband. Because he's saying that he doesn't believe a damn thing's happening right now. Am I right?
Skeptical.
Yeah, skeptic. That's what he said. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to prove anything to anyone. I don't prove nothing to anybody. You either believe or you don't. Okay. That's for the paranormal workers. That's why paranormal workers do what they do. And that's why I do what I do. I like to deal with people that are more interested that are ready to believe. You know? Okay. All right. So he wants me to tell you this. Whatever you believe is true. So whatever you believe in life is true, always true. And you could choose to not believe and be a skeptic. Let me know how that serves you. Or you could choose to believe, and then that does help you. I guarantee your wife could very much vouch that believing in the other side helps her in day-to-day life. Yeah. And that's why it's worth believing. Okay, my friend? All right. Thank you.
One question. Does he have any messages
Go for it.
us?
Well, that was one of them right there. I just gave it to you. That whole thing about believing. He said, pay attention to that, what I just said. What you believe is true. That's pretty much how the universe works about everything. So there's something you're worried about. There's something that's on your mind. And he's telling you to change your perspective. Do you get that? I don't know what it's about, but that's what he's saying. You need to change your perspective and the way you think about it.
He does or I?
What's that?
My husband does or I do?
Both of you.
Or both.
Whatever's going on that you're worried about, the thing you're worried about. Okay? What are you worried about right now?
Divorce and finances.
Divorce with him? With your husband? Yeah. You need to change your perspective about it. That's what he's saying. You need to change your perspective. Okay? If you shift your perspective, it might get better. Try it. What do you got to lose? Right. Okay. So I think that's a pretty clear message to me. It's like whatever's going on, I'm not going to sit here and air out your personal. I wouldn't want my personal relationship problem out here in front of all these people. I'm sure you don't either. So, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you can take what I said and apply it. Okay. Change your perspective. Change how you're seeing it. Change the way you're thinking about it. Saturn's in retrograde and so is Neptune. They'll help you. change your perspective. It might be better by the fall. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Crystal. Good grief. Hi, Crystal. Last time you wanted a reading, I think, and you weren't, and I was like at the end, and I was like gone, right? Is that true? Is this true? I think it's true. You gotta unmute yourself, my friend.
There we are.
There we go. Crystal, someone took their life. Drug overdose again. Is that true? Did someone overdose?
Well, actually, there was a couple that did that.
Okay.
One person close to me took his life. It was sort of alcohol and antipsychotics do not mix. But
Well,
another
and they
one.
know that, and they know that doing that, and so it's sort of like the accidental overdose thing that I just said, right? Like
another one. His mother found him in a hot tub after he overdosed. That was my cousin. After he drained her bank account, so
for drugs.
Yeah.
He's got some karmic ties to her now. He had karmic ties to her anyway. She has karmic ties to him. They have a karmic relationship.
They were both pieces of work. Family, but not the most pleasant people.
He wants you to know that you're okay just the way you are. He's on the other side now, so if he was here, he would judge you, but now he's not. But since he's on the other side, he won't. Okay. He accepts you the way you are. Okay, Crystal?
Thank you.
And it sounds like him and his mom will repeat the same
As far as I
thing.
know, she's still alive.
Yeah, but they're gonna repeat it. Yeah, she is. Okay.
He always said that if the good die young, she's gonna be around a while.
Right. Exactly. She'll pass when it's her time. Okay.
Probably long after me.
Is there also someone that took their life in a violent way?
For me?
Around you.
Oh, the one who hung himself from his exercise machine. What would you call that, violent?
Yeah, I would call that violent. Yeah.
My best friend, he feels like a brother to me.
Kind of a chunky dude.
Not really.
But it feels like yeah, he had some body image things. But it wasn't just about the body, it was also some other stuff. Also.
Yeah, I guess he stopped working out and started gaining a bit of weight.
Uh-huh. Because he was depressed.
Yeah. Started paying way too much attention to Dawkins. Before that, he was a Buddhist.
Yeah,
and in the end, he started getting back into Buddhism, and then he hung himself.
Well, Buddhism doesn't shame In fact, taking your own life is in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And have you read that?
Not in many years. Yeah.
Maybe you should review it and check out the part about suicide. It's where we create our own suffering, but it still is okay. Yeah, he's saying that you're doing really well, and he's also proud of you, and he loves you just the way you are. It's called the Tibetan Book of the Dead, Cat. Tibetan Book of the Dead. You can get an audio version. Read in English because it's an ancient text.
You still
really good.
receive it, bro.
He's definitely with you. All right, Crystal. All right. Let me move
Every
on.
now and then I get that. He was a good cook, and sometimes I hear him in the kitchen.
Nice. Great. Well, you should listen to those signs. Okay, Crystal?
Thank you.
I'm going to move on to the next person because I'm starting to run out of steam and I want to take care of these people. Cat. Someone took their own life. You should definitely read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. They do make reference to suicide. Hi.
I just can't turn on my camera just a sec.
Oh, okay. I'll wait.
Hey, Hollis, is my hand up?
No.
Like the reaction, it won't stay up. It's up now, right?
That's because you're clapping your hands. You're not putting your hand up.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not raising your hand. You're choosing the wrong one.
I got that one. That's not it.
No, it's thumbs up. I'll try to remember that you're next. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. Got it.
So good. We got it. Yeah. Kat, are you able to turn your camera on? Okay. Well, guess not. All right. Eve, can you turn your camera on? Can you unmute? Well, looks like you unmuted. Oh, I'll get back to you again, Kat. Put your hand up so I don't forget you. Put your hand up. Okay, I'll come back to you, Kat. Eve, can you be on camera?
Yes.
I can't
Hold on,
hear
give
you
me a
either.
second.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There we go, I think.
Well done, Eve. Well done. Well done. You got the camera on. Looks like we have a castle behind us. We're doing good.
Yes.
Sun is coming through your side at random. It's beautiful. Okay. I love when technology does that. Okay. This person that took their life, gender schmender.
Are they what? I'm sorry, what was that?
Is gender soft for the person that took their life?
No.
Who was a man?
Yes.
He's also showing me a dinosaur head for some weird reason. It's weird. I don't know who the dinosaur head is. Dinosaur head for somebody else? It's probably for somebody else. Okay. There's a goof sort of like throwing things in the middle. And I'm getting tired, so it's hard for me to distinguish. He's sorry. Feels like he impacted the family in a really rough way. Not just you, like, feels like there's more than just you. Is that true?
Yeah.
He's doing a dope. Dope. Was he screwing around with drugs?
Yes.
Sometimes that's how they tell me. Get it? Dope. Duh. Stupid. Yeah. Because I think people that do drugs are dumb. Okay. But he's really just communicating to me. He's speaking my language. He had a problem on and off for a while. He's saying that he struggled with it. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He says you're not fully aware of everything he went through.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. Is this like your sibling or something?
No.
It's your spouse.
No, it was an ex, but like from like my late teenage years.
Okay, that's why it feels a little bit more distant. Because it doesn't feel like he was so close to you that you would know all these intimate details.
Exactly.
He's sorry, by the way, for what he did before.
Okay.
So his sorry had something to do with what he did long time ago. He said he was sorry here, but you probably didn't take him very seriously.
Yeah.
He's saying he was kind of a toxic guy.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, when there's spirits on the other side, hey man, they're straight up. They know that they were screwed up when they were here. They often apologize for it. Remember, they're no longer human now. They're spirits now. Okay? So they know what they did wrong. Okay?
Okay.
He definitely knows what he did wrong. He's sorry. Okay?
All right.
And so he's sorry about that in the past, and he's funny. Okay. He's like, you found yourself another skeptic. Okay. So, anyway, I'm gonna move on because there's a whole 4 other people waiting, and I'm just about done. I'm just about shot. Okay. I've been at this for 2.5 hours. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks. You shouldn't do more than one. I shouldn't do more than an hour at a time, but here I am doing it. Okay. Karen. Hi, Karen. I'm so glad you're here. Karen, you should unmute yourself. I can feel your warmth through the camera. Isn't that funny? I can sense that. It's weird.
How's that?
There you
Better?
Better. I can feel
just
your
love you.
warmth.
Aw. You're
I
just
don't
such a
even-
wonderful person. Beautiful inside and
Aw.
out.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate your presence here right now. Someone took their own life.
Yes.
It feels like a young man to you.
Yes.
That makes sense?
20s. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like a teenager or something, but he's a young man
Right.
to you.
Right.
You were kind of disappointed. He's sorry for disappointing you.
It was. It was.
You thought
it
that
was
he
my-
would. You thought that he would have come and talked to you,
Yes.
but he didn't.
No, he didn't talk to anyone.
He's sorry. Do you realize that some of his problem or whatever you want to call it, his struggle, was with his own identity?
Oh, absolutely.
He struggled with who he was inside, and he was ashamed of it.
Yes.
That's why he should have trusted you, but he didn't. Because you would have loved him no matter what.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So it
I just
wasn't
have
you, it was him.
I just have one question. Is he with
Go
the
for it.
others? It was a
Yes.
brother, and he's with the rest of the family.
He is.
Okay.
He's with
I've-
your parents even.
I've struggled with that because committing suicide, do they reunite on the other side?
Yeah, they do. It's all the bullshit about suicide is bullshit. all the
Love
stuff
it.
about suicide is BS. It's actually suicide, like people just cross over to the other side and then they usually realize what they did wrong. The biggest thing is that they have to come through and do it again. But next time they usually get tools to navigate through it in a better way.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
good. Thank you. I love you.
I love you, Karen. Thank you for coming on. I need a little bit of a warm heart. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Skepticism always feels like holding an ice cube. So thank you for being here today, Karen. All right. Now we got Bernice. Bernice. Gonna unmute yourself. Welcome. Bernice, thank you for being here. I can feel your warmth as well. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Hi.
Thank you, Bernice. Someone took their own life around you. You're wide open. I appreciate that about you. You know that? The man around you.
Oh, thank
His own
you.
life. He took his own life.
Well,
Oops, we lost you.
it fentanyl poisoning overdose.
Overdose, yeah. But like I said, drugs
Can
kill,
you hear
right?
me?
We all know that. Yeah, I heard. I heard fentanyl overdose. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
so yeah,
Yeah.
we all know drugs kill, and we all know that's a threat, right?
Yep.
It's like playing Russian roulette. Somebody just said that earlier.
Yeah.
He was a really good guy. It also disappointed you. It was kind of unexpected.
Yeah. When you come home after work and yeah, it was very.
Like you just didn't expect him to be doing that.
No, he was on a really good path, or so we thought, and we don't know if it was a one-time thing and he did it and he just thought he could do the same amount, or if it. I mean, he
No,
had
it had
plenty
fentanyl.
of chemicals. Pardon me?
No, it had fentanyl, and there were times that he had sort of relapsed, and you didn't know.
Oh, yeah, plenty of times. There was a 15-year deal. It's been a lot, but we made it through until this time.
Yeah. I appreciate that. He really loves you. He really appreciates you. He appreciates your love and your kindness to him. You were very kind to him. Even though he struggled with the drugs, you were still really kind to him. Even though you knew
Yeah, well, I mean, he was
what
my
he was
son,
doing.
so.
Yeah, but you never turned
Oh,
your
yeah.
back on him, and he appreciated that.
Oh, no. I always just said, come home. Just come home and I will try and keep you safe. I almost feel like he was my soulmate, even though he was my child. We were very close,
agree with
very
you.
much alike.
I agree. I'm going to validate that, Bernice. I think you're right. We could look at his astrology chart and be 100% sure, but because astrology is like 95% accurate, mediumship is like 70 to 80% accurate. If we have the time of birth, astrology is 95% accurate. If we don't have the time of birth, it's more like 85 to 90% accurate.
Oh, I definitely have that. The only question I have about that is because he was home from noon until like 4:30, 4:45. They told me they
We don't have
couldn't
to worry
give
about
me an
that.
exact time of death. It was just okay.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Because we'll still be able to see it. We'll still be able to see it. Okay. Because we'll have his birth time.
Okay.
Because you're his mom.
Yep.
Yep. That makes it really easy. And you know what? You're also a very open person. And the one thing you learn about mediumship is the more open you approach it with, the better it goes.
Oh, for sure.
because whatever you believe is true. So
I
so
believe
this is the
it.
funny thing. This is the funny thing about skeptics. So when skeptics come in, that's what they get. A skeptical reading.
Well, yeah, I mean, exactly.
That way.
Silly people.
Yeah. I know. So that's how it works, okay? So when we approach it with openness, we get, you get the answers and you get them clear. And then when you believe them, they help improve your life. And thank God, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, even in the 7 months I've been in your group and stuff, everything's been so helpful. I'm a friend
Good.
with grief now after 7 months. So
Wow. You're really
yeah,
doing your work, Bernice. I'm proud of you. Good job. Good job.
thank you.
All right,
Thank
Bernice,
you.
my dinner is almost ready. So I'm gonna lower your hand and we're gonna move on to the next person here. Tracy.
All right. Well, it's 10:30 here, so yeah.
Yeah. Tracy.
I'm here.
This person, I've brought this person through before.
You might have.
He's laughing at me. He's like, Hollis, you brought me through before. I took my life. Is this your son?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Accidental overdose.
Yeah. Is your son?
My
I
husband.
don't remember. Your husband. Okay. I don't remember this stuff.
Yeah. I didn't.
You guys can't expect me to remember
know.
this stuff.
I didn't know.
No, I don't. I don't remember.
No, I didn't know that he was using. Again, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you knew that he used in the past, but you didn't know he was using it at the time.
Yes.
He's with you. He's laughing at me. He's kind of teasing me a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah. He's like, she knows I'm with her, like that. He knows I ain't get it, So he's kind of showing his personality through that.
Did he suffer? Do you know? Or you don't know? No.
He said it was pretty quick.
Okay.
He said he didn't even know. He was high and then he was gone. Sometimes they die in that like highness. Does that make sense? That's why I say that they feel intoxicated. Because they'll show me that feeling
I
right
just
before
didn't know
they die.
it was so unexpected. I just didn't know if it was quick or not,
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was quick for him anyway. He didn't suffer anything. And he didn't suffer when he got on the other side either. No punishment for suicide. It's mostly just you have to do it again.
Okay.
But you get tools to make it better next time. Okay.
But he's with me, right? You said?
Yeah, he's with you and he's laughing. He's laughing at you. He's like, I'm with you. So he must come to you. He must come to you with signs.
He does. He hasn't in a while. I thought he was up there like having a party with my relatives, because he hasn't.
Well, yeah. But he's also sometimes partying right next to you. He said, while you're watching TV. Yep.
Okay.
He's laughing.
Okay.
He's partying with you, but you don't always notice.
Well, I appreciate you. You got to go eat soon before you pass out.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Thank you, Hollis.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Tracy. Thanks for being here. Kat, you're the last one. Hi, Kat. Yay! You got your camera to work. Well done. Well done. You did it.
I'm all the way from Bangkok, Thailand, so it's only 9:30 here in the morning for us.
Ah, Thailand. Maybe someday I'll come there.
Yeah, please do. Bring you around.
Yeah. How do people in Thailand feel about mediums?
Well, I mean, we have our whole I'm not really religious because, a lot of like Buddhism and especially Buddhism, I just feel like they just let you try to forget your grief rather than, go through it and, so yeah, but then I think a whole new mediumship in Asia too, because there's so many, different type of
perspectives,
cultures, right? And so yeah, there's
the Dalai Lama has a medium.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, some are okay about it. But mostly it's like a whole mediumship, like they actually go in the body and then talk, so it's kind of weird, but yeah.
Oh, they do possession. I do that. But only
Yeah,
if I'm set up to
possession.
do it. I wouldn't do it here now, like this now. But I like to
No,
have
it's
certain
only like
people in it.
when I so this whole part of being in the mediumship group has opened me a lot, like, and I think it's helped me rather than make me still.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oops, we lost you. You froze.
Going crazy. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Okay. You're welcome. Looks like the connection's a little busy.
Can you hear me?
Oh, is that your brother? Is that your brother who took his own life or something? Somebody like that? Like a cousin,
No,
brother?
it's my husband.
Is your husband?
My husband.
There's a male spirit around you. Is he good with technology?
I guess so.
You don't know?
Well,
Okay. Because he's interrupting things. He also interrupts your lights and stuff like that. Did he work on things?
well, I mean, we are like we do marketing and stuff, so maybe.
Marketing online?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he would be good with tech. How many people in here do marketing online? Whatever it is. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. The answer would be yes. Because he's saying he's messing with your electronics and lights and things like that. Have you noticed that happening around your house?
Maybe more of the internet, because like I always get slow internet lately. But I mean, it happened before, but I mean, I'm not really sure if it's him or if it's yeah.
He says you know it's him. You know it's him when you suspicious that it's him. When you get the wave that is that him? He's like, yeah, it is.
Or when I get a bit annoyed, I'll be like, stop it.
You could tell him to stop it. If you acknowledge that it's him, he'll probably stop. Okay.
Okay.
That's the trick, my friends. So if a spirit is around you, if you acknowledge them, they're more likely to hear you and then stop trying to get your attention, especially so if they're interfering with your internet or something. Okay. He also says that he comes to you at night in your bedroom. You guys were siblings in a past life. Did you ever feel like you guys had a past life together?
I mean, we are very alike. So like his friends.
Yeah, you guys are soulmates.
I'm a guy version of him, and then he's a guy version of me. So
yeah. Gender schmender. Yep. Okay. I'm pretty sure he's the one that came through earlier that was kind of messing around with the big dinosaur head. I don't know what the dinosaur head is about though. It's just a big dinosaur head. It looks like a claw. Looks like one of those grabber things that you use to pick things up. But it's a dinosaur head. Do you know little kids get them?
Just trying to see what.
It's like green.
Green. Yeah, I don't have it.
Maybe you'll remember later. Maybe you'll remember what it is.
I mean, he did go to he does production as well, but he did go to a dinosaur bone like excavation site. I don't know if that has anything to.
Could be because he could be just screwing. Was he kind of a funny guy? Did he screw around with people?
He likes to joke around, jokester.
Yeah, he's definitely doing that. Because he's interrupting the other reading with the. And then I told her that I was getting tired and I'm getting things mixed up, but I'm pretty sure this person is interrupting. He's also the one that said gender schmender. Like he thinks gender roles are BS. Did he have a hard time with his identity?
I think so. Like his child, I think from his childhood.
Yep. Feels like he was shamed for being a little different. Yeah. That's why the passing. That's why he took his own life. Feels like he was carrying a lot of shame. That happens sometimes, especially I notice with some cultures have it more than others. And trust me, American culture is carrying it in spades. Okay, like we got it. We got 5 backpacks of it. Okay, so
Yeah, but he went. I wasn't expecting it at all, so just kind of lost because he did
you broke up.
his work trip.
Okay, he went on his work trip.
Yeah, he went on his work trip, and then I sent him blah blah
He broke
blah,
up
and he
again.
was supposed to come back like he was supposed to come back on the 12th, but he took his life on the 7th. It's raining here, so maybe the internet's a bit. Yeah,
Well, it rains a lot there, right? It's Thailand.
yeah.
He's sorry. He regrets doing it. You need to know that he regrets doing it. It was a momentarily choice. He screwed up something at work. Do you know about that?
Yeah, he was saying because like I think the day that he took his life, he called me and he was just bashing on about like complaining about his work and he wanted to quit. And I just told him like, in a couple of days you come back and then you can quit or just come back today, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah, but
the next morning I heard the news and I was just
he felt like he would have failed you if he'd done that, but he still kind of did in the end, he's saying. By taking his own life, he still kind of failed you in a way, in a roundabout way. Okay. So I just want you to know that.
Did he like I kind of know from how he went, but I'm not sure if he took any medication because he was depressed, so he wasn't able to find his medication, and I'm a bit anxious, so but I don't have to take my meds all the time. So I gave him my meds because he took it before and it was just like a mild, very mild like antidepressant. But I don't know if he took a lot and did what he did. So
it feels like he took too much.
Did he like take 4 at once?
It feels like I don't know how many. Did you take 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 4? I think you're right.
It's like I saw the med, like it was teared up, but I was just trying to be like, oh no, he took it for 4 days, trying not to,